Hi, I'm koN, and today I'm going to show you how to dominate mid as a marksman. When playing marksman mid in Infinite Crisis, you need to have a plan for it. Normally, if you play a marksman mid, it's because you want to snowball against the enemy blaster and try and take an early game turret for more map control. We usually only run this strategy when the team is okay with running a double blaster composition bottom lane, also known as a kill lane, like Green Lantern Joker, Green Lantern Atomic Green Lantern, or Atomic Green Lantern and Joker. The reasoning behind a kill lane is because if you were to run two marksmans in a lineup, putting one mid and one bottom, you would lack CC, also known as crowd control, in mid to late game teamfights. Whereas running a Green Lantern Joker gives your team a stronger teamfight composition, as well as the fact that they have great kill potential in a 2v2 lane once they start gaining early levels. I will be picking Green Arrow for mid lane. He gives high burst damage, making it easier to zone out your enemy mid laner, taking good trades, and start taking lane control. We will be explaining the kill lane better in future videos, but for now, let's get into the game. It may seem like there's nothing to do before drones start pushing, but a strong competitive team will always look to pressure the map and set passive cams on the enemy side. Vision is a big part that competitive teams lack. It allows you to set up for ganks, disengage when the enemy jungler supports are looking to gank you, and have better positioning for upcoming objectives like Raider or Leviathan. These two stealth pads are the standard mid camera spots. Gaining control of these two stealth pads are really important, because it makes it easy for junglers to gank you after their top rotation or their bottom rotation. Also, losing vision of those stealth pads makes you vulnerable to teleport ganks when your lane is pushed. For your base camera, it's all preference. If you think that the enemy jungler is starting his rotation topside, you can go and place it in the upper right or left stealth pad to give you more vision in case he decides to gank you. If you think he's starting bottom, then go ahead and place it over the car. It gives great vision next to one of his camps. Once early game map control has been established with your team, go back to base, reset your green arrow cams, and get ready for lane phase. Lane phase as a marksman is normally the make or break for you. You need to really be aggressive in your first few levels against the blaster. Because you're building attack damage items, you should be attacking the enemy whenever he steps up to make a last hit, trying to take minimal damage from his abilities. Always pay attention to the creep wave. Since you're auto-attacking, it draws drone aggro and could put you behind when you're trading with the enemy mid laner. Zoning the mid laner is the best thing you can do to win your lane. Force him to lose credits and experience by sitting close to the creep wave, ready to shoot him in the face with your arrows if he ever steps up. If you're able to do a great job zoning and forcing him back to base, since turrets are weaker these past few patches, you can normally take a mid turret around the 13-minute mark or earlier, giving your team more map control for Raider, and of course, it gives your team global credits. It is also important to note that a well-played marksman mid should draw the attention of the other team's jungler, or even other laners, to help relieve the pressure off your other laners. After taking that early turret, don't be afraid to gank and help other lanes. Just because you're a marksman doesn't mean you can't gank. Once you get into mid game, split pushing is the most effective way to end a game with this strategy. If you snowball mid lane, you should be able to split push bottom or top lane, while the other 4 members of your team apply pressure somewhere else on the map, forcing them to defend on the other side. You do this because a marksman takes towers very easily, having high attack speed and range. Also, if you played well in the early game mid, you should be able to 1v1 anyone that tries to rotate and defend your split pushing. If they send more than one person to defend against you split pushing, let the other 4 teammates know so that they can take the advantage on the other side of the map. You should be able to split push the enemy team and win small skirmishes to allow your team the freedom to push as they send multiple enemies to deal with your solo push. This has been a lesson on how to dominate mid as a marksman. There will be a following written guide on donbase.com with detailed explanations on how to build your marksman for mid lane in different ways. This is koN. Till next time.